So good morning everyone. Today I am going to discuss Nernst equations application. So in the previous video lecture I have already discussed the galvanic cell constructions, representations, electric potentials, standard electric potentials, and also derivation of Nernst equations and also the relations between free energy and EMF of the cell. Okay, so now let us see what is the applications or how does Nernst equation have been applied. So suppose this is the redox reactions. Okay, consider a redox reactions where zinc to zinc 2 plus aqueous, copper 2 plus aqueous to copper solid. So zinc 0 to zinc 2 plus, that is it is oxidation, and copper 2 plus to 0, that is it is reduction. So that means we came to know that zinc involved oxidations. Oxidations mean anode. Copper 2 plus reduction means cathode. So at cathode we should write oxidation reduction half cell, copper 2 plus reactions. At anode we should write oxidation half cell reactions. So that's why at cathode we know reduction half cell, copper 2 plus to copper solid, reduction half cell, plus 2 to 0. So here 2 charge, so that's why put 2 electrons. So can charge balanced. And anode zinc solid to zinc 2 plus, here put 2 electrons, charge balanced. So oxidation half cell, reduction half cell. If write down the overall cell reactions, so net reactions, electron cancel out. So copper 2 plus aqueous plus zinc solid, arrow after arrow zinc 2 plus aqueous, copper solid. Okay. Now using Nernst equation, cell reaction can be represented. How? Now if you look these reactions, here the Nernst equations, where I have shown that in the discussed the video of Nernst equations, K equilibrium constant, product molar constant is a reactant. Okay, and in the last video lectures, here by mistake I have written ln. When I write ln means it should not be 0.0591. If I write log and value of this into multiply 2.303, then the value comes 0.0591. So there is a rectifications. Okay, so that's why you get the equilibrium constant value. Now, so K equals to molar concentration of zinc 2 plus into molar concentration of copper solid by molar concentration of zinc solid into molar concentration of copper 2 plus. Okay, so using Nernst equations, we can write E cell equals to E naught cell minus 0.0591 by 2, because this value comes RT by F into 2.303, 8.314 into 96,500 into 2.303 by 96,500, we get this value, and this value 2 is for n equals to 2, because number of electron exchanged or involved here 2, and log K, this is the value of K. K means, as I told you, molar concentration of zinc 2 plus aqueous into molar concentration of copper solid, that is the product side. I have written numerator. In the reactant side or substrate side, this is the denominator, molar concentration of zinc solid by molar concentration of copper 2 plus aqueous. Now for pure solid and liquid, we know zinc molar concentration of zinc solid equals to molar concentration of copper solid equals to 1. So that's why molar concentration should be neglected. Just multiply 1. Okay. Now then the equation moves E cell equals to E naught cell minus 0.0591 by 2 log molar concentration of zinc 2 plus aqueous by molar concentration of copper 2 plus aqueous. So that is the application of Nernst equation for a given redox reactions like that. Zinc solid plus copper 2 plus aqueous, arrow zinc 2 plus aqueous plus copper 0 solid. So that is the redox reactions. So after getting this type of reaction, suppose you are given any reactions, so you should know first oxidation reductions. That means you should identify the oxidation reductions. Okay, then you should find out the cathode and anode. You know, cathode means, keep in mind, cathode means reduction half cell, anode means oxidation half cell. Then you write down 2 half cell reactions, then balance the charge. Okay, if the number of electron involved same, there will be no problem. If the odd, then you should multiply both sides. Then after multiply, you write down the overall cell reactions. After getting overall cell reactions, then by first write down the Nernst sequence simple. You can write the Nernst equation E cell equals to E naught cell minus 0.0591 by n log k. Okay, here k equals to equilibrium constant, which is nothing but a molar concentration of product by molar concentration of reactant. Keep in mind, molar concentration of your solid and liquid always 1. Okay, so that's why I have written here 1. So finally this equation moves into this form: E cell equals to E naught cell minus 0.0591 by 2 log molar concentration of Zn2 plus aqueous by molar concentration of copper 2 plus aqueous. I think you understood. Okay, so this is the application of Nernst equation. Now, so from this chapter, the question will come: construct a galvanic cell, how to represent a galvanic cell, what is the function of salt bridge, what is standard electrode potential, how to establish the relations free energy with EMF, and derive the Nernst equations. For a single electrode potential, maybe oxidation electrode potential, maybe reaction potential, electrode potential. Okay, and also the relation between K and free energy, equilibrium constant and free energy. So then also applications. Now another important point, portion, the problem. Numerical problem will come. Very important numerical problem. Okay, will come in from this chapter, cell potential. So what are the problem? Calculate cell potential of E cell, E naught cell. Calculate cell potential E cell, E naught cell, del G naught and Kc of the following. Okay, what are the reaction is given. Okay, if reaction is given, then it is very easy. Otherwise you have to check from reduction potential value. From reduction potential value you have to check. So you see, chromium solid 3 cadmium 2 plus aqueous, chromium 3 plus aqueous, 3 cadmium 0 solid, and reduction potential of cadmium 2 plus. You always check the E0 value is given in form of what? In form of oxidation or reduction. You see, cadmium 2 plus slash cadmium, that means plus 2 to 0, reduction potential given. Here E naught, chromium 3 plus slash chromium 3 plus 3 to 0, so reduction potential. If the value is given reduction potential, there will be no problem. If the value is given oxidation potential, the magnitude will be same, only sign will be different. Magnitude will be same. If it is chromium slash chromium 3 plus, it should be positive 0.74 volt. So if the value is given in the reduction potential format, then it is very easy, no need to change in any sign or magnitude. As you know, reduction potential magnitude remains same, only sign changes. Okay, so I have written here chromium solid 3 cadmium 2 plus aqueous. As I already discussed the application of Nernst equations, chromium 3 plus aqueous. Okay, and 3 cadmium 0 solid. So what 0 to 3 plus oxidation, plus 2 to 0 reductions. So at cathode reductions I have written this. Okay, now 2 electron 2 charge balanced, no problem. At anode, chromium solid to chromium 3 plus, here 3 electrons. Okay, this reaction also balanced, but problem is when you write down the overall cell reaction. Why? What is the necessity? Because in order to get the value of n. Why I have written this, doing this? Because here, why I am doing this? Because why I have written overall cell reaction? Because get the value of n. How many electrons involved? That's why I am doing this. So here from these overall cell reactions, we get chromium solid plus 3 cadmium 2 plus, 2 chromium 3 plus aqueous 3 cadmium 2 plus. But here 2 electrons, here 3 electrons. So that is not cancel out each other. That's why first equations multiplied by 3. So that should be, I have written, in case of cadmium you see 3 and 6 electron, here 2, 6 electrons, electron cancel out. So that's why 2 CrS. Okay, similarly 2 Cr3 plus, similarly here 3 cadmium 0 solid. So from this you get the value of n is 6, not 2 or 3, n is 6, because after multiplying I have not shown here. Okay, it is 6 electron, 2 into 3 6 electron, 3 into 2 6 electron, so n equals to 6. So that's why this is the overall cell reaction. Okay, now E0 cell. E0 cell equals to, you know, E0 cathode reduction minus E0 anode reductions. Okay, so again I have written E0 cathode. E0 cathode, which one is E0 cathode? Both the reduction potential value given. Okay, E0 cadmium 2 plus slash cadmium, it is also reduction potential value. It is also reduction potential value. How to get this E0 cathode? E0 cathode comes from here. Cadmium value is cathode. So cadmium value is cathode and chromium value is anode. So first here E0 cathode reduction potential value, that is minus 0.40, minus 0.40. Okay, no problem. Then minus this minus. Then anode reduction potential value, chromium minus 0.74. So that's a minus 0.74. I have put in minus because this minus this, and this is the value of minus 0.74. That's why. So minus plus, so 74 minus 40, that is plus 0.34. Okay, so in order to feasible or spontaneity, E0 should be positive, then we get del G negative. If E0 negative, that is not feasible reaction. So E0 or inert cell should be always positive, then we get del G negative value, then we get reaction will be feasible or spontaneous. Okay, so that is the E0 cathode reduction, E0 anode reductions. This is the very important thing. We should remember how to. All the value given, reduction potential, fine, no problem. There will be no need to change any sign. Okay. Now, as the reaction overall reaction given, from this reaction you find out oxidation reduction, then you find out cathode half cell, reduction half, anode oxidation half cell, cathode reduction half cell, then you balance the electrical charge, then you multiply if required, then write down the overall cell reaction. From this overall cell reaction you get the value of N. Okay, finally you get 6 electrons, N equals to 6. So okay, and from this data, which data will be cathode? We get this from these equations. The cathode will be cadmium. Similarly, chromium will be anode. Here, okay. So we get the value of inert cell plus 0.34 volt. Now come to first inert cell. I have found. We have already determined the inert cell value. Okay. Number remaining 2, del G naught. So we have a relation del G naught. We know we have established the relations. Del G naught equals to minus NF inert cell. We have established already. So del G naught equals to minus NF inert cell. So N equals to 6 from this 3 into 2, 2 into 3, 6. So F 96,500, inert cell 0.34. From this calculation we get del G value negative. So that's why it is feasible spontaneous reactions. So minus 19,000, 1,96,860 joule per mole. We get the value of del G naught. Okay, remaining the Kc. So we have already established the relations between free energy and equilibrium constant. We have a relations log Kc equals to del G naught by 2.303 RT. Del G naught equals to minus 2.303 RT ln K. Log K. If you write del G naught equals to minus RT ln K, then don't need to 2.303. If you write log, then you write 2.303 RT. Okay. So that is the relations. So log Kc equals to del G naught. Again I show you. So this is the relations. Del G 2.303 RT log Kc. Okay. So we get the value of del G naught 1,96,860. We know the value of R 8.314, T 298 Kelvin. After getting log Kc 3450, value of Kc will be 3.92 10 to the power 34. So that is the value of Kc. So this is the very important problem, how to find out the del G, how to find out inert cell, how to find out Kc, equilibrium constant, E cell and free energy, standard free energy. Okay, before doing this problem solve, we first know all the value given in reduction format. If not, then change the sign, then write down the reactions, next identify oxidation reductions, then split the oxidation half cell, reduction half cell, cathode and anode. Okay, then you balance the electrical charge. From this you get the main value of N. Then you know E naught cell equals to E0 cathode reduction minus E0 anode reductions. If all the value is given reduction, then you put the value just. Okay, you get the value of E naught cell. If E naught cell negative, then it will be not feasible reactions. E naught cell should be positive for del G spontaneous. Del G will be negative. Okay. So if E0 if E0 negative positive, so del G will be not spontaneous, free energy. Okay, so that's why this is the very important problem. A note for anode, if the value is given in the form of reduction potential, then you need not to change it. If no cell reaction is given, anode, why? Because anode means oxidations. Okay, we put negative sign, then you write anode within first bracket reductions from the galvanic cell representations. If no cell reaction is given, then the higher value of electric potential, it will be cathode. Keep in mind, very important thing. If the overall cell reaction is not given, suppose this cell reaction is not given, only given in the reduction potential value, then higher the value of reduction potential or electric potential value, it will be cathode, and lower the value, it will be anode. Lower value will be anode, higher value will be cathode. Anode means oxidation, cathode means reduction. Okay, next move on. Another problem. Calculate cell potential of each cell of the following. Calculate cell potential, nothing but a cell of the following. Given what given? Given standard reduction potential E0 copper 2 plus slash copper 0.34 volt, E0 or E0 zinc 2 plus slash zinc minus 0.76 volt. Also given the molar concentration of zinc 2 plus aqueous 0.01 molar and molar concentration of copper 2 plus aqueous equals to 0.301 molar. Now the problem is very interesting problem, very good problem. How to solve this problem? Oh, sorry. This is the so given the reduction potential value, okay. Now you see there is no cell reaction is given. There is no cell reaction is given. Okay, already I told you. So how? Then first you write down the cell reaction standard reduction potential value. So E naught here, E naught zinc 2 plus zinc in which form? Plus 2 to 0, that is reduction potential value given. Anode oxidation potential. Okay, E0 copper 2 plus copper, this is also reduction potential value 0.34 volt. Cathode. Why I have already told you the higher value of reduction potential, this is the higher value, so that's why it is treated as a cathode. Lower value is anode. So anode means oxidation half cell, cathode means reduction half cell. So copper 2 plus to copper reduction half cell occur, zinc 2 plus to zinc oxidation half cell. So as the cell reaction is not given, no, don't be tense, don't be confused. You always first check whether the standard reduction potential is given in reduction format. All the reaction is given reduction, plus 2 to 0, reduction potential value. Okay, then change which value is higher. Here 0.34 value is higher, that means higher the value means cathode. As I told you here, higher the value means cathode, lower the value means anode. Okay, then okay. Now from this value you can easily find out the E naught cell value, because E naught cathode reduction minus E naught anode reductions. What is the cathode? Copper is cathode. So here E naught copper 2 plus slash copper minus E naught zinc 2 plus slash zinc. So putting the value 0.34 minus of minus 0.76, because this is the value of 0.76, ultimately we get the value of 1.10 volt. You see E naught cell value is 1.10 volt. Okay, so positive. That means there should be negative, it is spontaneous. Okay, so we have already find out the value of E naught cell, but we are asked to find out the E cell, not E naught cell, E cell. We have already found out the E0 cell or E naught cell. Okay, now as from this data, reduction potential data, standard reduction potential data, which one is oxidation, which one is reductions, we can establish these relations. Already we have discussed several times. Now that cathode means reductions, okay. Anode means oxidations, involved with 2 electrons, charge balanced. Now overall cell reactions, this is the overall cell reactions, we get the value of N is 2, okay. Now what is the Nernst equations? We know the Nernst equations. What? Nernst equations, E naught cell equals to, E cell equals to E naught cell minus 0.0591 by 2 log. If I write ln, then it should not be 0.0591, okay. So 0.0591 comes from multiplication of 8.314 into 96,500 into 2.303 by R into T, 8.314 into 298 into 2.303 whole divided by 96,500. That value comes to 0.0591, okay. So Nernst equation, E cell equals to E naught cell minus 0.0591 by 2 log, you see from this reaction K means product molar concentration this by reactor molar concentration this. Again same thing I have told you several times, pure solid liquid molar concentration is taken to be unity, okay, no problem. So E cell equals to E naught cell minus 0.0591 by 2 log molar concentration of zinc 2 plus aqueous by molar concentration of copper 2 plus aqueous, because this molar concentration given here, given molar concentrations. So zinc 2 plus 0.01 molar, copper 2 plus aqueous 0.0301 molar. Just putting the value, we get the value 1.04 volt, because here we have to find out the value of E cell, but we get the value of E naught cell from these equations. We get the value E naught cell 1.10 volt, putting this value, and also know the value of N. So we know the value of N, we know the value of zinc 2 plus molar concentration, and also copper 2 plus molar concentration. Just putting the value, we get the value of E cell of this cell reaction. So again I recap it, just before doing this problem, very important problem. First we check whether the standard reduction potential is given in reduction format or oxidation format. In reduction format, then there will be no change, very fine. Okay, if oxidation potential format given, we have to change the only sign, don't change the magnitude, okay, magnitude remains same, okay. After, if the cell reaction is not given, higher the value of cell standard reduction potential, that will be cathode, lower the value anode. From cathode means reduction of cell, anode means oxidation of cell, already know, okay. Then you get the E naught cell value, E0 cathode reduction minus E0 anode reduction, just putting the value of standard reduction potential value. Then you can find out the value of N from overall cell reactions. Then you write down the Nernst equations. E cell equals to, keep in mind, E cell equals to, always remember this, E cell equals to E naught cell minus 0.0591 by N log molar concentration of product by molar concentration of reactant, or you can write ln K. That is the Nernst equations, okay. So now homework, another problem. Calculate the EMF of the cell in which the following reaction takes place. Nickel, silver, okay, concentration given, nickel 2 plus also concentration given to silver solid. Here E0 cell given, E cell also given. E cell, the answer is given, given E naught cell is given 1.05, E naught cell given here, just reverse of these reactions. E naught cell given, you have to find out the E cell, the answer will be 0.931 volt, okay. Try yourself at your home. If you feel problem, any confusion, then tell me, okay. So this is the problem, I think you should solve this problem, okay. This is the answer, this is the given data, okay. Now come to the point, electrochemical series. Electrochemical series, it is the arrangement of various electrode system. It is the arrangement of various electrode system in which increasing order of their standard reduction potential. It is the arrangement of various electrode system in which increasing order of their standard reduction potential. E naught cell standard reduction potential, these are the standard reduction potential value. So So application of electrochemical series. In the next slide, I will show the electrochemical series chart. Oxidizing and reducing power. Application of electrochemical series. Oxidizing and reducing powers. The metal placed above hydrogen in the electrochemical series are strong reducing agent, whereas non-metal placed after hydrogen are strong oxidizing agent. Okay. Here, oxidizing and reducing power, the metals placed above hydrogen in the electrochemical series are strong reducing agent. Hydrogen above hydrogen, strong reducing agent, and whereas non-metal placed after hydrogen are strong oxidizing agent. Okay. Okay, look. This is the hydrogen. Okay. What increases? Power of reducing agent. Power of reducing agent increases. Tendency for oxidizing or oxidation occurs, increases. Oxidation occurs means reducing character increases. What will happen here? Here increases what? Power of oxidizing agent. Here reducing agent increases. Here power of oxidizing agent increases. So this is the hydrogen, above this reducing agent, above this oxidizing agent. Okay. So I will come to this chart. So first the application of electrochemical series. So activity of metals. From electrochemical series, the activity of any metal can easily be determined. From electrochemical series, the activity of any metal can easily be determined. All the metals which are placed above hydrogen are stronger reducing agent, can easily evolve hydrogen gas. Keep in mind, from electrochemical series, the activity of any metal can easily be determined. All the metals which are placed above hydrogen are stronger reducing agent, can easily evolve hydrogen gas, whereas metals lying below the hydrogens are weaker reducing agent, cannot lose electrons to H plus ions, hence cannot evolve hydrogen gas. As per example, sodium, potassium, zinc can easily evolve H2 gas, whereas copper, silver, gold, mercury do not have tendency to evolve hydrogen gas. Okay. So again, from electrochemical series, the activity of any metal can easily be determined. All the metals which are placed above hydrogen are stronger reducing agent, can easily be evolve hydrogen gas, whereas metal lying below the hydrogen are weaker reducing agent. Okay. Now displacement reaction. The active metal can easily displace less active metal, from their aqueous salt solution. Zinc can replace copper 2 plus from aqueous solution of copper sulfate solution. Okay. So active metal can easily displace less active metal from their aqueous salt solution. Feasibility of redox reactions. Feasibility of particular redox reaction can be easily found out from electrochemical series. Feasibility means del G should be negative. The metal placed higher or have more reducing property can lose electron to the metal ions present below in the series. Hence, redox reactions become feasible. That is, cells will serve as a source of electrical energy. For example, nickel sulfate solution cannot be placed in Fe vessel because redox reactions between them is feasible. Again, I tell you, feasibility of particular redox reaction can be easily found out from electrochemical series. The metal placed higher or have more reducing property can easily lose electron to the metal ion present below the series. Hence, redox reactions become feasible. That is, cell reaction will serve as source of electrical energy. For example, nickel sulfate solution cannot be placed in iron vessel because redox reaction between them is feasible. Now come to the point. Here, top Most reducing agent is lithium minus 3.05, potassium minus 2.93, barium 2 plus 2.90, calcium 2 plus, sodium plus minus 2 point, magnesium 2 plus minus 2.37, aluminium minus 1.66, zinc 2 plus minus 0.76, chromium 3 plus minus 0.74, Ap2 plus minus 0.44, and this is the water. Then cadmium, cobalt, nickel, stannous, lead. Now look in the below the H plus or hydrogen, copper 2 plus 0.344, iodine 0.54, Fe3 plus 0.77, strong oxidizing agent, Ag22 plus 0.79, Ag plus 0.80, Ag2 plus 0.85, NO3 minus 0.97, Br2 plus 1.08, O2, Cr2O7 1.133. This is the strong oxidizing agent, potassium dichromate. Okay, Cl2 1.36, strong oxidizing agent, Au3 plus 1.42, manganate, KMnO4, strong oxidizing agent, reduction potential value 1.51, F2, most oxidizing power 2.87. So this is the value of electrode potential in respect to reducing agent and oxidizing agent above hydrogen and below hydrogen. So next move on homeworks. So try yourself. This is the some problem given. The EMF of the following cell: nickel solid, nickel sulfate 1 molar, double vertical line H plus 1 molar, H2. Here H2 gas involved 1 atm pressure. We should mention the pressure along with platinum, as I already told you how to representation galvanic cell. If gas involved, then you should write platinum at 25 degrees centigrade, 0.236 volt, the electrical energy which can be produced. Okay, we have to find out this. Try yourself, little bit tough, okay, but no problem. If you follow these video lectures, okay, and follow the notes, you can easily solve this problem. Reduction potential of hydrogen electrode at pH 10 at 25 degrees centigrade is pH 10. Okay, so basic medium reduction potential, what will be the value? Next, reduction potential of half shell consisting of platinum electrode immersed in 1.5 molar Fe2 plus ions and 0.015 molar Fe3 plus solution at 25 degrees centigrade is E0 Fe3 plus Fe2 plus equals to 0.77 volt. You know, this is the reduction potential value, 3 plus 2 plus 2. Also, we know Fe3 plus has acts as oxidizing agent, that's why it is a positive value. Already I have discussed in electrochemical series. Okay, the 4 option is 0.652 volt, 0.88 volt, C 0.710 volt, 0.850 volt. Okay, consider the cell hydrogen gas platinum 1 atm, single vertical line H3O positive or H plus within first bracket aqueous, okay, which pH 5.5 less than 7, that's why it is acidic. Double vertical line Saltwich Ag plus, okay, XN molarity XN slash single vertical line Ag. The major EMF of the cell is 1.0 T, 1.023 volt major EMF of the cell. What is the value of X? As given, E0 reduction potential silver plus slash silver. So E0 silver slash silver given 0.799 volt, T 25 degree, that is 298 Kelvin. So this is also little bit tough, but you should try it because I have already mentioned all the things. If you try it, then you can solve it. Okay, no problem. After that, if you have any problem or doubt, then ask me. Okay, so this is the little bit different type of problem. You are asked to find out the value of molarity of silver ions. E cell given, E0 also given. E0, what E0? E0 of silver plus slash silver, that is reduction potential value is given. Okay, E cell also given, temperature given. Okay, and H plus pH also given. So what will be the value of this X? The option is given 2.10 to the power minus 2 molar, 2.10 to the minus 3 molar, 1.10 to the minus 3 molar, and 1 into 10 to the minus 2 molar. There is a clue minus 2 and minus 3. if you after solving this solution you get this term 10 to the minus 2 or 3. If 10 to the minus 3 comes, then you omit the 10 to the minus 2. Okay, so I have finished cell potential, non-stick equation, free energy, and also electrochemical series. Okay, so I hope you are enjoying this video. Thanks for watching this video.